to Just the Boys. Now, it's been a while. It's been a while since we made one of these videos, but this is not just one of our videos. This is a new series, Movies of the Month, where I list down movies that I've seen this month and whether you should watch them or avoid them. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. Now, I'm making this series because I'm somewhat of a film nerd myself. I watch a lot of movies. I love movies. They entertain me. They're entertaining. Some are good, some are bad. Now, with the first movie that we're going to talk about, somewhat in the middle, and that's Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. I'm giving this movie a 6.8 out of 10. Now, most people will shit on me for doing that, and I'm going to shit on you right fucking now, because this movie was not that good. Okay, it was not that good. It was a fun movie. There was some action scenes that were cool. Overall, it was all right. It was all right. My biggest problem is the pacing. Within 10 minutes, we have the main villain. We have what's almost like a climactic final battle with the fucking they did with the monks and Wanda. The main villain's Wanda. Okay, spoiler alerts if you haven't fucking seen the movie. It came out like 2 months ago. Watch it. Okay? And I don't watch the Disney shows. They don't really interest me that much. I'm a fan of Marvel. I love Marvel. I've always loved Marvel all my life, but God, I'm not paying for that Disney subscription. You know what I'm talking about? So if I don't watch the movies, I'm gonna lose a big chunk of like the build up to this. Okay, because apparently in the show, my sources are telling me in the show, Wanda goes batshit crazy, takes over a whole town, and that's why she's all bad and stuff and all this. But to be honest, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about Wanda. She came in like a fucking wrecking ball, wanted to kill America Chavez. America Chavez is all right. She's all right. Not too bad. I wish they could show a little more of like her like backstory and get into it a little more. But what they showed was like all right. Her powers are pretty fucking cool. I will admit that they are pretty fucking cool. But yeah, the buildup of Wanda as the villain is like, that's so random to me as someone that's the average viewer. Okay. And other than that, just the pacing and the buildup is my biggest problem. My other big problem is CGI. At times the CGI is like, it's a little weird. It's a little weird. There's a scene where Doctor Strange is getting picked up by an octopus, like a tentacle motherfucker. And it just looks weird. It didn't sit right with me. So, those were my problems. Now, the good things about this movie are the action scenes. The action scenes are generally pretty good. They're generally pretty interesting and fun to watch. There was one scene, as you know, there are spoilers in this. I don't care about spoiling shit. Watch the movie. It came out 3 months ago. Wanda just goes into like a different dimension, not dimension, multiverse, universe, different universe. And she kills like the Illuminati there, which is Jim from The Office. It's Black Bolt is there. Professor Xavier's there. And I'm trying to remember who else was there. Don't remember. But to be honest, the main point what I'm going with is that she fucking slaughtered them. It wasn't very gory, but for a Marvel movie, it was gory, which I fucked with. Fucked with that. It was fucking cool. It's fucking badass. And I mean, the ending was alright. It was alright. There was like a cool little post-credit scene. Again, spoilers. Go watch the movie. It came out like 4 months ago. Cool little spoiler. Where like at the end, Doctor Strange fights like an evil version of himself, and then he absorbs what from the Dead book or something. Man, I don't fucking remember, man. This movie was alright. 6.9 out of 10. The next movie we're going to talk about is The Sound of Metal. Now, I fell in love with this movie. I like this movie a lot, and it's understandable as to why some people don't like it as much. I'm personally going to give it a 9 out of 10. Now, let me explain to you why. The movie consists of Ruben and his girlfriend, Luis, who are a duo heavy metal band. And Ruben is the drummer, and Luis is the lead guitarist and singer. And somewhat randomly, Ruben loses his hearing. They don't know how, and it doesn't really matter how. The point is he loses his hearing. And from then on, it just doesn't necessarily spiral down. It's just how he overcomes this and how he adapts to it. And I love this movie. I really do. I don't want to talk about it much. I talked about Doctor Strange a lot because I kind of didn't care about that movie. But this movie, I genuinely want people to watch it because it's not just about being deaf or anything like that. I think being deaf has little to do with it at all. The main point about it is how you can turn your negatives in life into positives. And that sounds like a stupid fucking like achieve, believe it, dream kind of thing. But it's a good example was like Ruben. He loses hearing, but over time he uses that to better himself and learn to communicate better with people. And that's not necessarily spoiling anything. Obviously, it's a movie. He's going to get better and learn to better communicate with his people. And it's not just like an uphill thing. It's not everything is great. Near the end, he kind of like, you're kind of left not on a sour taste where you're like, it's like, wow, like life fucking sucks. So go watch this movie. I love this movie a lot. And I gave it a 9 out of 10 because it made me cry. Not a lot of movies make me cry. But it wasn't even a good fucking way to cry. I don't know why. I just fucking cried. But it's just fucking great. I forgot what this guy's name was. He's in Nightcrawler also. The same actor that is the cameraman in Nightcrawler is Ruben in this movie. And he does an amazing fucking job. I should have done research of his name before I fucking filmed this. But he did a great job. The next movie we're going to talk about is Everything Everywhere All at Once. And right off the bat, I'm giving this movie another 9 out of 10. I love this movie. I love this movie a lot. And coming into this movie, I thought I was going to have like a basic A24 vibe and a basic just like any other A24 movie where it's like you feel good. It's like, oh, that was cool. That was nice for like a solid like 20 minutes after you finish watching it. But no, this movie really stuck with me. And generally, I also fucking cried in this movie, okay? I don't cry a lot in these movies, but these last two movies fucking got me. So, what this movie's about is it's about a couple. Well, it's actually more like a family by the name of Evelyn and Waymond and Joy Wang. And they're Chinese immigrants. Well, Evelyn and Waymond are. But Joy was born here. She's first generation. But Evelyn and Waymond are immigrants from China, and there's a lot of Chinese influences in not only their like house, but in the movie itself, and it's good to see. And I thought it came out really nice. And basically, you start off the movie with Evelyn. Her dad is here to visit, and they're gonna throw a party, and that doesn't really fucking matter. That doesn't matter. I don't even know why I explained it to you guys, but basically. I don't know how to explain this movie. There's different universes, okay? And in each universe, you make like a different decision. For example, let's say in one universe, I pick up a pen and I write with it. And in the other universe, I shit all over the pen and I swallow it, okay? So those two decisions will drastically change my life and create a universe, okay? So in one of these universes, called the Alpha Universe, Evelyn actually is a super genius scientist, and she creates ways to make contact with other universes. And in this universe, she died and all this stuff. And Waymond actually comes to their universe through what's called a conscious link. I don't know how to explain it. It's hard to explain. Point is, this movie's fucking great. Okay, you're gonna think the plot is stupid, but it's. I love it. My favorite character was Waymond, not Alpha Waymond, just regular Waymond. I thought he was great. I think the actor for Waymond, he's actually in he was what's his name in Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones' sidekick, the little Asian boy, and he does fucking great. And the actor for Evelyn is also really good. Everybody does great in this movie. I cried. I cried in one of the two scenes. I fucking cried, dude. Waymond has like I almost said fucking wanalog. Waymond has an analog like a speech in the scene that just hit me so hard, and I generally just immediately started tearing up. And then there's another scene of like interaction between mother and daughter that just hit really hard. I don't know why. I'm not sure why, but I love this movie so much, and I generally recommend everybody watches it. Whether you like it or not, you should watch this fucking movie. It's a 9 out of 10. Wow, and that's it for this month. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I want to keep this series going. It's movies of the month. I really like movies, even though I may sound like a fucking idiot this video. I generally do watch a lot of movies, and I really like movies. I'm actually going to I'm in school for film and production and design, and so yeah, movies mean a lot to me. It's kind of like a career path that I want to go through. Um, but I want to keep this going. Every month I just watch like random movies. Maybe you guys can recommend some. I'll just watch it. It can be the worst movie ever. I will still watch it, and I'll probably find it fun. So just, yeah. Thank you for watching.